Welcome to Dynasty Racing League's Winter Series Charlotte 150 at Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina. I'm Martin Wenzel. Mostly cloudy tonight, 76 degrees and 100 laps on this mile-and-a-half track. A trio Winter Series debuts at the front of the pack. Landon Lacey on the pole, James South and Joe Burchett make their DRL debuts in second and third, all in Toyotas. Then four Chevys, Gonzalez, Lehman, Briggs, and Hallis. Teammates Pemberton and Chapman start in line on the outside with Chris James starting 9th. Iowa winner Anthony Burrows starts mid-pack at 16th. Abbas Ladek makes his winter debut in 26th, and Corey Manette starts his first DRL race in 30th. Lap 11, Abbas Ladek catches the wall out of turn 2 and collects Bruce Pearson and Tater Bowman. Yellow flag out for the first time. Lap 17, Daniel Hallis and Joe Burchett make contact going on the backstretch. Burchett up into the wall, catches Blake Griffith in the 7. Ryan Branch gets involved. James Pandoff, about 5 or 6 cars involved in the second caution of the night. Restart on lap 22, coming out of turn 2 again. Charles Hemphill gets snagged on the wall, bounces into the 0-0. Robert Laurent off the wall collects C.R. Reed. Ryan Branch and Corey Manette also make contact. On board with the 52, C.R. Reed running 23rd, sees Hemphill, gets bounced into the wall and right into his path. Tough luck for Reed. Lap 29, Landon Lacey makes contact with the back of Martin Wenzel, almost turning him. Lap 31, Justin Rodden slow as Kenneth Lehman and Daniel Chumley make a 3 wide. The 93 Chumley runs out of space and is turned into the wall, corrects but slow and trying to avoid trucks behind. Then Lacey sneaks by, but Chumley and Derek Pemberton both go down into the apron, and Pemberton flies up into turn 3, collecting Burchett and Blake Griffith. And that's probably the end of the race for Griffith, as each driver has only one fast repair tonight. Lap 39 into turn 2, 77 Monette drifts up. At 69, Rodden drifts down and Rodden hits the wall hard. Yellow flag. Lap 56, Corey Gatsky running 20th, hits the wall out of 2 and down into the inside wall hard. Violent single truck crash, flipping down the backstretch, but no yellow flag. Race remains green. Lap 66, tight group with Freeman, Lehman, Lacey, and Mullins. Lacey makes contact with Lehman, sending him into the apron and back up the track. Mullins catches a piece. Wenzel gets by safely. Lehman flips right over Richard Springer in the 16. 6th caution of the night. Bruce Pearson unable to avoid the 13 on his roof and spins him a little bit more. And Lehman finally comes to a stop. Let's go on board with Lehman running 7th for this violent ride. Richard Springer feeling really lucky as Lehman flips right over him. Lap 81, Wenzel running 8th in a tight battle with Briggs and Springer onto the backstretch. Springer turns Wenzel a little bit, but Wenzel is able to correct, straighten it out. Lap later, Wenzel trying to hang on the 9th, and an iRacing server issue causes him to dive into the wall while other trucks vanish. No other trucks wreck, and there is a caution. Lap 94, Daniel Hallis in 16th, loses it going into the turn, gets a bump from Daniel Chumley. Justin Rodden comes in hot and catches the 93. As the 8th caution of the night. 2 to go on the restart. Jordan Gonzalez leading for 63 laps, trying to hold off pole sitter Landon Lacey. Right on each other's doors going into turn 1. Reminiscent of the battle between Eric Wolf and Anthony Burrows. I believe at Kansas that was. On board with Lacey. Oh no, makes contact with the rear quarter. Gonzalez turns into the wall, down back on the track, hits David Wright. The 77. Freeman, Branch also get caught up in that. and the race will finish under yellow. Pole sitter Landon Lacey picks up his first DRL win. followed by Anthony Burrows and Brady Briggs. Intense finish, hard racing with 2 to go, but a tough end to the night for Jordan Gonzalez, who led the most laps in the race with 63. David Wright finishes 4th. Brandon Redd picks up a top 5 finish. Pandolf, Mullins, Bowman, Smith, and Vega round out the top 10. Number of new names cracking the top 20 with 18 drivers finishing on the lead lap. Jordan Gonzalez ends up in 20th, down 2 laps. James South started in 2nd but finished 26th. Kenneth Lehman went from 5th to 28th. Blake Griffiths finishes 31st after finishing 12th and 2nd the last 2 races. Thanks to Online Racing Network, David Wellborn for broadcasting the race live. Thanks to all the members of Dynasty Racing League who host practices, share setups, help with paints, graphics, and securing sponsorships. A big thank you to all the great racers that make Dynasty Racing League the best league on iRacing. This is your league, and your feedback makes the league better every race. Next week, Dynasty Racing heads to Rockingham Speedway for the Rock 115. Tune into Online Racing Network on YouTube Tuesday, December 12th, 10 p.m. Eastern for full coverage of the DRL Winter Series, the Rock 115. I'm Martin Wenzel. Until next time, from all of us at Dynasty Racing League, take care.